Hello everyone and welcome to something I've been trying to look up a tiny bit. I didn't spend too much time doing this, but I was wondering, or I want to show you what happens when you export a non-working card from automation in BeamNG.Drive. Like I said before, I haven't looked it up too much, but when I searched for it a little bit, I didn't really find a video where people were showing non-working cars and then export them to BeamNG.Drive. So I decided, why don't I do this? So I will just go ahead and create a car really fast, and then I will show you how it doesn't work in automation, and then I will export it. So see you there. So I just got the engine done, and I'm surprised I managed to do something that is quite good, but it actually has a lot of torque at the beginning, something I've never been really able to do with actual projects, but the horsepower is not high. And nothing is actually stressing out. This is something that doesn't really happen to me a lot. Every time I do something, it's either broken or a lot of stuff is just yellow or orange. Though it does show a lot of, oh, never mind, just high cost. Well, let's continue. Okay, so I decided to go just with about 600 horsepower. Not trying to do as much, I could crank out the quality. Let's see what it does. Yeah, gets power a little bit earlier. The rest at a really low HP horsepower, and, well, only 6,000 RPMs. Okay, I can increase it a little bit higher. Let's just do that. So a little more. Okay, now let's get to the car. So this is the final product. a really flickering car. Great matte gray color, but it says brutal black. Chrome trims and dark green wheels. Cause why not? So according to this game, this car can reach a top speed of 340 kilometers, which I doubt. And of course, I said at the beginning, this car should be a failure. It shouldn't be working, but at the moment, it doesn't look like that. The only thing is the turbine. It doesn't look really bad. I'm actually curious what the markets say. No, not the markets. Nothing. Actually, 80. No, actually, it's not good. Nope. I think Daluha was always the one that liked the cars. Yeah, I jumped one. Yeah, so my cars are always made for these ones, cause every time I make a car, these are the ones who maybe they just have a low, they probably just have low requirements for a good car. So I guess that's that. And yeah, let's make this car now a failure. So I increased the compression, and this is the highest it can go without knocking to start. Now let's increase it so much that the engine is just gonna blow. Let's see. Went up to 627 horsepower, I believe. Could be wrong, but I don't want to check now. So. Okay, I do check because I'm this kind of person, but I will probably just skip that. It said 38, I was wrong. Okay, so it completely blows at a compression of 12. So this is what the first thing I'm gonna start off with. I'm gonna start off with a sort of strong vehicle, but with a blown engine. Cause here you will see it won't work. It will just blow. And let's export it, because I'm pretty sure you can export it even when it's broken. So I decided to also just, make the car as low as possible, because why not? Doesn't seem to be saying anything about that, maybe? Nah. So the engine's broken. Let's import it to BeamNG.Drive, and I'll see you there. Just a little note, I have really low knowledge about cars in general, so this video would actually fit me perfectly. So I have the graphics set to low. Let's change that. Okay, so now here we are. Looks like it's changed. Still a little laggy, but let's load up the car. Okay, I like the idle sound of the engine. Also, the car looks much more black in here. So here it is, the car I call it failure car 1. Because I might do a few more, but yeah, we'll see. I might do 3, but yeah. I think the mod name is just called something 1. So yeah. So let's see what it sounds like. I forgot to plug in the wheel. Oops. Okay, so the wheel is now plugged in, and let's check. Okay, so BeamNG.Drive, the car seems to be working. So I think I'm gonna go in arcade, because I use a wheel that doesn't have clutch pedals, and I have recently set my settings to have a clutch assistance off, so I have to do it myself. And I have a weird config about that, and the config is really weird. I have a button for the clutch, and I stall the engines a lot, so I won't do that. Let's turn that off. The wheel is also a little bit buggy or damaged, I don't know, it spazzes around a lot. So the car seems to be working just fine. And I don't know how many of you know this, but automation cars seem to decrease the frames a lot in this game. Maybe because of the detailed engines, but yeah. Look what happens when I just slightly turn left. Look at the front wheels. Cool, I jinxed it. But yeah, it does have spazzing issues. And let me show that wheel on a different car. Maybe you can see it there. Let's try that on the BMW. Let's see. The wheel is already spazzing a little bit. There. I'm trying to turn to the left. Keep that in mind. And this is what happens. If this happens with a tiny bit of lags while driving at about 100 kilometers, I spin out a lot. And just look at that. I probably need a new steering wheel. But oh well. Now let's get back to the car. Okay, now let's see. Can this car do donuts? Not with the EC, not with the EC enabled. Oh, I forgot. I gave this car all-wheel drive, and I hope the engine is not too loud. The car actually handles quite okay. Compared to other cars I built. Okay, yeah. By the way, for those of you who are wondering, which I don't think, yeah, there are any of you, but I may be sounding like a 12-year-old, but I'm actually 19. Great. Let's see the suspension tests. If you can stay on it. Let's try that again. Okay, might be a little stiff, but works. Seriously. For a failure car, this car is less of a failure. More like a standard draw you could be just driving around, with daily. Well, let's just get to the next car. Let's go. This time I will aim for a low power now working car. So let's see what that will look like. So when the engine was put together, it died of knocking. Now this is the first thing that shows up when I lower the compression, and it has 0 knocking. 56 horsepower. Someone will go mad now because this number has been following some of us really well. Let's try making this car a little bit weaker than it already is. So should we just go with 21 horsepower? Sorry, I don't do that number a lot. I think that's good enough. Maybe. I think the car is just immediately gonna turn off when I spawn in BeamNG.Drive. Let's just go for the design. Actually, before I do that, let's test how it sounds. Yeah. Oh yeah, wait, I forgot. I wanted to make it fail. Okay. I think for that I don't have to do much, just to increase the compression and should just start dying. Yep. Wait, actually. Wait, that also completely destroyed already. Oh. When is the last time it would work? Here. 9 horsepower. If I do that. Look at that. Wait, what did it increase the horsepower? Not here. 2 horsepower. But it's just because it died. But that should do it. Let's go. So here it is. Weirdly enough, these are the first 2 times I actually tried making designs without thinking much about them. And to be honest, I don't think they're that bad. I know some of you think those designs are ugly, but I actually didn't know before that sometimes when you put something together, you can layer it so it looks like it's actually meant supposed to be this way. But what I find a little bit funny is the spoiler. It sort of looks like it belongs to the chassis because it just goes through it, and I like it this way. Also got this beautiful BMW wheel lights. Pretty sure those are BMW lights. And 2.5 horsepower. Ironically, I used a pretty sporty looking like car. But when people find out that it only has 2.5 horsepower, I think they're just gonna throw it right in the trash bin. Now let's just import it to BeamNG.Drive. As of now, the recording goes 56 seconds, which I just noticed. But it won't be in the video, but I just know that, man, this number is following us all the time. let's continue. So it spawned the car a little bit sideways, which is weird. And the car isn't turned on. It doesn't even try to. What does it say? The engine instantly dies. That is interesting. So that's a bummer. At least expected it to move 1 feet. That for sure didn't happen. And also, I might be speaking a little fast and not really understandably. I don't know why I have this. I'm not even a native English speaker, I'm German. And that also leads to many pronunciation issues. And of course sentences that you cannot understand at all. So, this car doesn't work. Well then, there's only one thing left to do for this car. If you look at the bright side, the car actually moved. Okay, so for the last one, I think I will just go with something ridiculous maybe. We'll see. So I think that's the engine. Looks like a lot of... Every time I make an engine that I'm trying to make strong, it takes a little while for the power to actually come. At the beginning, it was good, but I think I know why it happens. And this time, yeah, I didn't care too much about that. When I try to do something where the power comes a little bit earlier, I try to focus on that. Let's get to the design. So this just acted like a eraser. I don't know what that was. So I guess I'm not really the creative guy when it comes to making something ridiculous because I just don't have the... I don't know. I just don't have the experience or something, I don't know. Or just the time. I actually took a little bit of time to make this. So from the front it looks really happy. Yay. But from the rear it's more like... Also I use spoilers as bumper bars, because why not? As bumpers, bumper bars, I don't know. Oh wait, I forgot to change the wheels. I don't know, what would fit? Yeah, let's just go with this. So, yeah, that's the design. Totally doesn't have massive mirrors on the side. Let's just do the rest real quick. So this time, there's a little bit of a different story about this one. You know, this looks sort of funny. I didn't see that before. Was I even able to see it here? Yes, I think I was. Huh. I don't know. And this was a little bit of a different story. The engine isn't the one who is causing this car to fail. There are actually 2 reasons. The tires blow up, and the top speed is causing the car to just scratch on the ground, I guess, when it drives fast. But actually there's something I'm just curious about. Can I make it faster? Because I haven't really seen much of it. So apparently this car can reach quite some kilometers an hour. Let's see how fast I can make it before it starts to, you know... Oh, here. Okay, it does not go further. Decide to get it 5 gears, and all the cars are all-wheel drive, because it's just the best I can control, and I just don't know, I just feel like it. And I don't know, should I just go with it, or should I also blow the engine? You know, I'm pretty sure this car's gonna drive anyways. Because I don't think when the engine blows up to knock in this game, I don't think the BeamNG.Drive cars will also have that. So I think I'm just gonna make the compression high so the car will blow up. Let's see, still working, still working, still working. Gee, it's a compression of 13. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Just make it blow. It was at about 520 PS horsepower. HP. I think 521. Somewhere there. So it no longer works. I guess we will now take this car to BeamNG.Drive. You know, it's a little bit sad that yet the cars only deform and lose some fixture pieces and stuff. And for some chassis that already have these mirrors on, they don't fall off, I believe. But for those that don't, and you can still just add these will fall off, pretty sure. And would be cool to see at least, you know, the doors being able to open or fall off. Same with maybe the glass or the hoods, trunks, and maybe some bumpers or something. All in all. And maybe the lights. These are just my suggestions for now. But yeah. And also, the fact that I know the layering between lights and stuff, and, you know, the fact that, I can, you know, layer this stuff so something shows in front of something, gives me a lot more opportunities and possibilities to create more cool looking cars, maybe. And, yeah, let's see what it does. So, this car might not have the best ground clearance. Let's see what it sounds like. I forgot I unplugged the wheel again because the cars weren't driving straight. So. Okay. Okay, so automation said the car doesn't want to shift up. Yeah. Automation said the car would, well, for bottoming out, that's true. But oh, I just noticed the fuel cap is within, well, whatever. So about bottoming out, yeah, that's true. But the wheels don't blow and the engine isn't blown up. So out of 3 things that this car had to be in failure in BeamNG.Drive, yeah, BeamNG.Drive basically doesn't care about that unless the car has no power at all. What the heck? It doesn't want to shift. And I will shift my own with using clutch. I was expecting this to happen. So bumps, mortal enemy of this car. Yeah, car, I know you're disappointed. I don't think you meant for driving over bumps. I'm sorry. You know what? Let's just you know what? Let's just do what I did with the other car. What the fuck? I think the driver has a great time in there. Let's turn off the engine so the engine won't flood. Well, I just noticed something. This body is only textured from one side. Look at that automation. Look, what's that? Well, could also just be my PC or my version of the game. I don't know. But yeah, that was fun, I guess, for the driver. Surprisingly, the cabin held up good for the for the amount of times it spun and rotated, and I don't know. Yeah. So as a little bit of a bonus, or I don't know if you can see that as a bonus, but I just decided to include this car because I just felt like it. Because I made this car specifically for a lot of pieces being able to fall off. I mean, if you just look at this car, there's a lot of details and pieces that just shouldn't be there, I guess, or that just look weird. But this car has a few pieces that could show off. Just look what happens if I press control and hover over it. There are a few pieces over this car attached to it. I just show you. I made this car a while back. It might also be laggy due to the amount of pieces. You will see what I mean in just 2 seconds. Those pieces went flying. Okay, this car seems to be... I think that wasn't too bad of a jump, actually. I mean, the car lost just a few hundred of pieces, but I think it's still okay. I think the pieces are somewhere here. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, with a few pieces, like I said. Most of the pieces are, I think, bumper pieces. Some of them are just a weird knob, or it's just something, just a circle. That if I scale it in a certain way, they just look something, well, like this stuff. Again, camera's too fast. So, like this stuff. If you want to use this car, I haven't put it up yet, and I made this car a few months ago, 2 or 3 maybe, I don't know. I really don't know, 1 or 2. I really don't know. It has been a little bit because I haven't uploaded the car yet, like I said, I believe. So if you want to have it, I could upload it with maybe some more pieces if you like. Scaling those pieces can really cause some good looks, I guess, maybe. And what the heck is going on here? Yeah, that's this car. Let's disable ESC. Oops. Let's go with some slow motion. Oh, the brakes didn't activate this time. Okay, the engine turned. Oh yeah, I know why. So look at that looks weird. So yeah, I just showed 4 cars, I guess. And yeah, all of them had their specialties, I guess. And yeah, that's it, I guess. Man, how many times am I saying I guess? So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you found it somewhat interesting. And yeah, if anyone watches this video, let me know in the comments if you want to use this car, what you thought of this video. I just said if you comment, I said it for a reason. My videos have an average of 10 views. So yeah, just let me know if there's anyone watching or if there's anyone wanting to comment. I will see. That's it for this video, and I'll see you sometimes in the future maybe. Bye. This recording has been going on for almost 2 hours. Oh wow.